Hey everyone, welcome to the Jonesin 4 show. I appreciate you being here, and you know what? You are awesome. You are incredible and truly amazing. You inspire me. You inspire so many other people. Don't ever stop being amazing. And in today's episode, we are talking about how to help you be even more amazing, to help you get more done in life by learning what to say yes to, right? To say yes to the things that are right for you. So if you want to help live your life better, to get more done, to have more energy, more enthusiasm for the things that you love to do, then this episode is for you. If not, totally cool. Check out one of our other episodes, right? I'm sure you can find one that works for you. And as always, if you love this show, if you love what we do, hit subscribe. Don't miss a single episode. We have so many cool things coming your way. I don't want you to miss out on it. So hit subscribe and, like our show. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe, as I already said, and give us a review on iTunes or Google Play so that more people can see the show and we can help them live their best life and chase their passions to the max. All right, let's dive into today's show, shall we? Well, today we're talking about saying yes to what's right for you. And you've heard this many times in life. It's either, you have two choices. It's either yes or no, right? It's a yes or no question. And throughout each day that we live, each experience that we have throughout our lives, we make yes and no decisions 1,000 times over, right? And we do it so many times that we don't even realize that we're making these yes and no decisions. It just flies off our tongue, or we just think about it and we act a certain way, or we make the decision whether we consciously think of it or not. And that needs to stop. It needs to stop today. Stop letting, I wouldn't say fate, but stop letting yourself go blindly through your day. Instead, take control. Make those decisions consciously so that you can really take control of your life and live your best life, right? So you have more energy to chase your passions to the max. So if you're going to say yes to something, it means you have to say no to other things. And really, you need to say yes to the things that are right for you. But how do you know what's right for you? This is when you need to take a little bit of time and think about, write down the things that are important to you. What are your priorities in life? What are the things that you deem important to you that are where your focus, where your energy needs to be? What are those things, right? Some of us might have things that overlap, like family, spending time with friends, maybe a job, right? There's things like that could overlap, but some of them are very personal and don't overlap with anyone else but you. And that's totally cool. But come up with a list of your priorities, right? Things that are non-negotiables for you, things that need to get done. And it could be, as I said, family, friends, things like that. Or it could be a goal that you're going for. Maybe, you want to run a race, or you want to do triathlon, or you have this big project due, or whatever it is. And that's a non-negotiable. Be like, nope, I need to get my training in because I have this goal, right? So all of a sudden now that time becomes this non-negotiable, right? And so there'll be seasons in your life, times in your life when things will rise up that are priorities and then they fall away as priorities because you already completed that task, right? Or you achieved that goal, whatever it is. So know that this list isn't firm in the sense that it's going to be that list forever and ever, amen. But that list is going to be here for now, and it'll change and it'll flux throughout the seasons of your life, right? Throughout the different chapters of your life, as it were. So for right now, come up with a list of these priorities, these non-negotiables for you. We make these decisions so many times throughout our day, the yes and no decisions, that we don't even realize that we're making them half the time. And you need to put a stop to that and really concentrate on those decisions and how they fit with you, right? Don't go blindly through this anymore. You're better than that. So anytime a decision comes your way, right? Whatever it is, it could be someone coming to you and asking, hey, would you be willing to coach such and such? Hey, could you take on this project for XYZ? whatever it is, these things come your way. Or, hey, can you take this phone call for me? Or, even, hey, do you want to go out to eat? Right? You have to look at these decisions where you say yes or no to and see if they align with your priorities, your non-negotiables. That's why you made that list. So not that you have to like physically refer to your list, although you can, but a lot of times it's just going to be a mental list, right? Of things of where my energy needs to be, where are my things that I deem important, where I need my focus to be, right? And then you're checking in when that opportunity comes, when this choice comes your way, someone presents an opportunity to you, you compare that to your list, your mental list, and go, yep, that fits, I'm going to say yes. Or you do the harder thing, and when it doesn't fit with your priorities, you say no. If you're like me, you're a person who's a yes person. I like saying yes to people because I like helping people. That's why I do the show. I enjoy helping you, and I enjoy other people to achieve their goals. I like making people smile. I like being supportive. But I, for one, have made the mistake multiple times over, it seems, and I'm still working at and improving this part of my life, is that I say yes to too many things. And if I say yes to too many things because I enjoy it, because it's fun to do at that time, or I think, oh yeah, that'll be good, oh, I'm helping out a friend, that it doesn't necessarily fit with my priorities that I have, but I'm doing it and I already committed, so now I'm committed to doing it. And I'm giving that energy when I'm not giving the other things, the priorities in my life, the energy that they deserve. Think about it this way. If you say yes to something, you're saying no to other things, right? So whether that's a no to your priority or giving less attention to your priorities, your non-negotiables, because you said yes to this other thing that might not be as important or it doesn't fit within your priorities, right? Now flip it. Now let's look at this the other way. Let's say you say no to something that does not fit within your priorities, something that doesn't align, doesn't work out. You say no to it. Well, then you're saying yes, or you're giving yourself the opportunity, I should say, to say yes to the things that do align with it. So it's you only have a certain amount of time, you only have a certain amount of energy that you could devote to things each day and throughout your life. Devote them to the things that are important to you, the things that are priorities to you, not to another person, not to your boss, not to an idea or a thought that you've had. No, they need to be true to you. What is important to you? And then see how these decisions and opportunities, I should say, how these opportunities can support that those choices and those priorities to you. See how they fit, see how they work with, and then say yes to them or no to them. Because if you're a yes person, I mean, I'll tell you that I've said yes to a couple things where I thought, yeah, I'm helping them out. I enjoy it for the most part. But then when I get into it, I realize, oh man, my time is, I'm stressed. I'm noticing that I'm getting frustrated faster. I'm stressed a lot more. And I'm not enjoying this because, well, it doesn't fit with my priorities. On top of that, I'm not giving the things that I should be focusing on the focus and the attention that they deserve and need. So now I'm producing two lackluster results, right? Not just lackluster in the thing that I said yes to and I shouldn't have, but I'm committed to now, but I'm also giving lackluster results in the thing that I should be focused on and improving and my non-negotiables, right? So I'm producing two lackluster things. And that sucks. Now, some people might say like, oh, wow, look, you got two things done and oh, they look really good. But if in your heart of hearts, if you know that that's not the best you could do, then that's not good enough, right? You want to give it your best. You want to give it your all. You don't just want to give a half-arsed attempt at it, right? You want to give it everything you got and provide your best, show your best, and be your best, right? With everything that we do. So by saying yes to the things that don't align, you are spreading your energy, you're spreading your focus too far that you can't always say yes. Or I should say, you can't always say yes. You're not giving the attention your priorities deserve. So think about it in that sense as well. Like, how much energy are you going to be sharing and focus are you going to be sharing with everyone, and how much are you going to be doing on your priorities and how much on your other things, right? You have this certain allotted amount. What are you going to bring it and focus it on? Because I'll tell you, it sucks when you produce half half-arsed attempts at things that are lackluster, things that aren't your best work. It doesn't feel good to do it. It doesn't feel good to present those things. It's just no good. So instead, say no to the things that don't align, say yes to the ones that do, and really focus on it and give all those your attention and energy. So things that can help you out with this, you make your list of priorities, right? Your family, your friends, maybe a project, a big goal you have going for you, and then chat with, especially if a spouse or a significant other, chat with them to see what they think about it. Does it align with them? Do they agree with it? Do they see how that works? And then ask yourself, does this work? Does this align with me? And then you could base all those opportunities to you off of that. And if you're struggling with an opportunity, you're like, man, this seems like a really cool thing to do, but I'm not 100% sure if it aligns with me, well, then it probably doesn't, first of all. But if you have any doubts, ask your spouse, your significant other, a really close, trusted friend to see if they think it aligns, right? And you're not asking for silver lines. You're not asking them to be polite about it. You're asking just for the truth of being like, hey, I'm struggling with this. I think this fits, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Or, I'm not sure where this fits. What are your thoughts? Ask them for advice. But the thought I have with that, to be perfectly honest, is if you're not gung-ho about it, it's a no. So I'm working with this friend, Mark, or one of my friends, Mark, with this mastermind group that we're creating to help men regain their power, regain their inner power, their strength, their energy, and, that aspect of their lives that they feel lost. Any case, we're working on this group. And we are coming up with what this group involves and what it will look like and all that. And we both had the same idea that we didn't want to do this group, or we didn't want to have an aspect of this group happen or come to an existence unless we both felt that we wanted to say, oh, blank, yeah, let's do this, right? Like, oh, yes, that's it, right? Like, let's own this sucker. Let's do this, right? We had such a strong response to it that then we go, yeah, that's it. That's why I say that if it doesn't fit, if you're unsure about it, it probably doesn't fit. Because if it fits with your priorities, if it fits with your non-negotiables and you get excited about it and you're like, let's do this, let's rock it, then it fits with it. Then it most likely does, right? I guess maybe not all the time. You want to still look at it and compare, but that's going to be a really good sign. If your energy and your enthusiasm spikes up when you think about it and you get energized from it, it probably fits with your priorities, right? And things that are important to you. So use that. Use your feelings, your emotions as a gauge as well to help you look to see if these opportunities that are presented to you fit your goals, fit your priorities, fit your non-negotiables. It's all about becoming self-aware, about seeing you from a different lens and feeling what you're feeling and being conscious of it. Instead of just going through the motions of life, instead of just going day in, day out, blah, 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 it's another day. Enough of that. End it today. Be conscious of your decisions. Be conscious of what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to. Because I'll bet you that most of you are saying yes to things that don't matter to you or that are low on your priority list. Start saying no to them and start saying yes to the things that do matter to you, the things that are important to you, that match your priorities, because you're going to give it so much more energy, so much more enthusiasm and excitement to them. You will produce better results, and in the turn, you'll be better, you'll improve yourself, and you'll help other people. Because the other person who's offering you this opportunity or chance or whatever, they might be thinking they're doing you a favor, or they might be thinking, oh, you're the perfect person for the job. But if it doesn't fit with you and your priorities, well, you're not going to give it the energy it deserves. And while they might appreciate you did it, someone else could help them better. Someone can help them better than you can. It's a hard thing to admit, I know. I struggle with it as well. But someone else could do it better because that's not where your priorities are at that time. It could change. Your priorities can change, and it could be later on, but it's not right now. One last thing before we wrap up this episode is there could be different priorities in your life, and that's totally cool. For example, like you might have different priorities with your family. What's important to do as a family. Maybe it's a date night, maybe it's having a family movie night or game night or something like that, right? Those things might be your priorities with your family. But maybe in your job it's something else. And maybe even within your job, well, today is I'm recording shows, right? So today is I'm recording the Jonesin 4 shows. This is my goal for the next day. And tomorrow, maybe I'm writing show notes or I'm writing articles or the book or whatever, right? So you have these different points within the week that are your priorities. And then maybe you have your overarching big priority of I am growing this business. So anything that doesn't fit with me growing this business, it's not happening, right? I'm saying no to the things that aren't going to help me grow. Right? It could be something like that, very big, or it could be very small, but those are your priorities. They're personal. They're there to help you live your best life, right? They're there to help you chase your passions to the max. If you want to chase your passions to the max, if you want to give the energy what you love, what's a priority to you, if you want to give the energy it deserves, you have to say no to the things that don't fit and say yes to the things that do. That's my bit of advice for you in this Jonesin 4 show, in this episode, is to say yes to the things that are right for you and say no to the things that are not. You're going to feel more empowered, you're going to feel happier, you're going to feel more energized, and you'll be chasing your passions to the max that much more. I appreciate all of you watching and listening to our show. You guys are amazing. You gals are incredible. I love you all. Thank you for being part of this Jonesin 4 community that we have. I wouldn't be able to do these things without you. So thank you so much. Again, if you like this episode, subscribe and share it out. Share it out with other people, because if you share it out, then we can help motivate other people as they go towards their goals, which is that much more exciting, right? It fits with my passion, my drive, and one of the things that fits my priorities is to help other people grow and to grow the Jonesin 4 show. So I appreciate all of you helping make that happen. If you want to write a review, I'd love to see your reviews. I love reading them. 1 star, 5 star, whatever works for you. I appreciate everything that you all do. Thanks so much, everyone. And until our next episode, I will catch you all later. Hey, everyone. Sorry to cut in real quick, but I have something that I really want to share with you that I think will really help you out. If you struggle with having balance in your life, whether it's chasing your passions and balancing that with family and work, and if you're anxious all the time, right? If that sounds like you, I have something that can help you out. I created this workbook, this worksheet really, that helps you figure out that balance in your life so that you can have the calmness, the peacefulness, right?